And for now, let's shift our focus to West Asia then. Israel has received the body of what is believed to be a deceased hostage from the Palestinian militants in the Gaza region.
The Israeli Prime Minister's office said that the remains will be taken for testing and identification. A convoy escorted by law enforcement authorities, they reached the National Forensic Institute in Tel Aviv with the mortal remains of the deceased individual. However, there is no clarity as to whether the remains belonged to one of the three hostages still held in the Gaza Strip. If the forensics team confirms the identity of the deceased individual, the bodies of two hostages will remain held in the Gaza Strip.
Hamas has released all 20 surviving hostages held in Gaza in exchange for nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners under US President's Gaza peace plan that was signed in October. And in the midst of the fragile ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, United Nations Human Rights Office has said that Israel's defense forces have killed at least 127 civilians for more in Lebanon since the November 2024 ceasefire. It also said that 11 children have been killed while 6 other civilians have been injured in an Israeli strike at a Palestinian refugee camp.
The UN has called for a detailed investigation into the strike for possible violations of international humanitarian law. It also added that the ceasefire reached between Israel and Hezbollah must be respected.
The Israeli military's attacks have resulted in the killing of at least 127 civilians in Lebanon since the ceasefire agreement came into effect on the 27th of November 2024 and up until the 24th of November this year. In one of the latest and deadliest attacks, at least 13 civilians, including 11 children, were killed and at least 6 civilians injured last week in an Israeli strike on the Ain al-Hilweh camp for Palestinian refugees near Sidon.